So let's take a few moments now to settle the body. Sitting in a comfortable position with the eyes closed and the head and neck in alignment with the spine straight, and the shoulders back and down, but relaxed. This class will focus on trying to provide some relief if you are experiencing a migraine. It will be a very gentle class with just a few asana, some pranayama breathing practices, and then deep relaxation with yoga nidra. Before we begin, I'd like to just remind you to please work within the range of your body. Move when we do the postures, be very gentle, move very slowly and smoothly with each posture. And if something isn't right for you, please don't continue. A good thing to do is just to lie down in Shavasana and you can visualize the practice. The aim is to soothe how you're feeling, not to make it any worse. So please, even though I'm teaching the class, please listen to your body and what your body is telling you. So place the awareness now. We'll just begin scanning through the body, beginning with the feet, and really paying attention to how you're feeling in each body part as you move your awareness through and up through the feet and into the ankles, up into the shins and the calves, into the knees. Then gently move the awareness up into the thighs and the buttocks, and then up into the abdomen and the chest, and up through the back, focusing on the spine and each vertebrae in the spine as you gently move the awareness up. Now into the shoulders, also scanning the awareness up through the hands, up through the wrists and the forearms, the elbows, upper arms, up into the neck now, observing how you're feeling in the neck, observing how you're feeling in the face, and also in the back of the head, the top of the head, and now around to the eyebrow center. Take a long, deep inhalation now, and as you exhale, release all the events of the day so far. Just let them all go. And take another long, deep inhalation, a long, deep yogic breath right through the abdomen and the chest and upper chest. And as you exhale, slowly and evenly, release all of the interactions that you've had today, whether they have been face-to-face on the phone or in a digital space. Just let them all go. And then finally, another long, deep yogic breath. And this time, as you exhale, release any thoughts or feelings of obligation of anything you need to do after the class, and just allow yourself to be right here in this moment. And returning the awareness now to the eyebrow center. And at this point, visualize a steady candle flame. And together, we'll chant Om 3 times, and Om Shanti, and I'll chant Shanti mantra to pay respect to the wisdom traditions that guide us and support us, and respect between teacher and student and teacher, so we can all learn together without ill will. So breathing in now. Om Shanti, 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 Hari Om. Om Sahana Bhavatu, Sahano Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahe, Tejasvinat Vadhitamastu, Ma Vidvishavahe, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, Hari Om. And now rechecking in with your posture and ensuring that the spine is straight and head and neck are aligned. Going to begin with some movements of the head and the neck to try and ease any pressure that you're feeling. So as I said, be very, very gentle and first test your range of movement for the first few rounds. So we'll begin first with bringing the chin towards the chest. So it's a good idea to close the eyes if that is okay, if that makes you feel okay by doing that. And just visualize placing the awareness in the back of the neck on the downward movement and then on the throat on the upward movement. So let me please instruct. So as you exhale, bringing the chin gently towards the chest, not pushing or in any way, just bringing it gently towards the chest within your range of movement. And then inhale and bringing the head back to center. Exhale very gently, bringing the head back to where is comfortable for you. And as I said, observing the movement of energy in the throat region. Exhale back to center. And this is one round. So complete another up to six rounds in this way. And if 6 rounds is too many, please just work within the number of rounds that's right for you. And then when you've completed the practice, just take a few moments to observe the effects. And now our counter posture to that one is to a similar posture, but this time we will exhale and bring the right ear towards the right shoulder. And feel that stretch up the left side of the neck. Inhale, bring the head back to center. Exhale and bring the left ear to the left shoulder. Again, feeling that stretch up the right side of the neck. Inhale and bringing the head back to center. So complete another up to 6 rounds in this way. Aiming for very smooth movements and trying to coordinate the breath with the movement as well, trying to obtain that body breath mind connection. And again, take a few moments to observe the practice. And we'll do another couple of neck movements. So the next one, making sure that, again, that you're sitting up straight and your head and neck are aligned. Exhale, and then turn the head to look over the right shoulder without jerking or forcing in any way. Inhale, bringing the head back to center. Exhale, and then turning the head now over to the left shoulder. Inhale, and bring the head back to center. Complete another 6 rounds, up to 6 rounds in this way. And observe the movement of the muscles in the neck in response to this practice. Now just take a few moments to observe. And next, our final neck movement, our neck asana, will be a neck rotation. So for this one, this is where we'll bring all of the previous ones together, and again, be very gentle and move very slowly and very evenly, smoothly with this practice. So again, ensuring that your posture is straight. Exhale, bring the chin to the chest, and then bringing the right ear towards the right shoulder. Inhaling as you bring the head back to where it's comfortable, moving the head around, bringing the left ear to the left shoulder, and then exhale, bringing the chin back to the chest. This is 1 round. Complete up to 5 rounds in each direction. Just do what is right for your body. When you've completed the practice, bring your head back to center, making sure your head and neck are in alignment. And close, making sure the eyes are closed. Take a few moments now to return to the natural breath. And just observe the natural breath at the nostrils. And how the natural breath then fills the abdomen with air, and the chest with air. Then on the exhalation, observe how the chest subsides and the abdomen subsides. We'll now complete a practice called Nadi Shodhana, which is a breathing practice. So again, checking your posture, placing your hands firstly on the knees. You'll need your right hand in a second. So placing your hands on the knees and making sure that your chest is open and your head and neck are in alignment with the spine. And so bring of the right hand, bring the first and the middle finger to the eyebrow center. Cover the right nostril, ensure the head's up straight. Cover the right nostril with the thumb. Then inhale through the left nostril to the eyebrow center. Then cover the left nostril with the ring finger. Uncover the right. Exhale from the right nostril. Inhale through the right nostril. Cover the right nostril. Uncover the left. Exhale from the left nostril. So it's in through the left, out through the right, in through the right, out through the left. Bring the head up straight and ensuring that you're just using your natural breath and observing the natural breath as it hits the eyebrow center on the inhalation. We'll do this for a minute or two. When you next exhale from the left nostril, release the hand and place it back on the knee. Keeping the eyes closed. Now observe the breath as it goes through both nostrils to the eyebrow center. On the inhalation, continue breathing naturally through the nostrils. And now release the practice, and we'll complete another 2 postures to help relieve the symptoms of migraine. So For the first one we'll do will be Migraine, the cat posture. So coming onto the hands and the knees, ensuring that the hands are directly below the shoulders and the knees are directly below the hips. The back is straight so that you look like you're sort of the formation of a box. The head is in a neutral position in line with the floor. And with the eyes closed, if that's comfortable for you, inhale, and again, very smooth movements. Inhale, bring the head up towards the ceiling and gently bring the abdomen towards the floor, stretching through the arms. Hold for a few moments. Exhale, gently bringing the head in between the arms and arching the spine up towards the ceiling. Again, stretching through the arms. This is one round. Complete another 6 rounds if that's comfortable for you. And when doing this, make sure that you're trying to coordinate the breath with the movement. It's a very slow, meditative movement, very smooth. And observe the movement of energy and the release in the spine, in the neck, in the abdomen, and even through the arms. And when you've completed your final round, come back now into the child posture. So bring the buttocks back to the heels. Now you can either bring the arms out in front of the body and gently place their forehead on the floor, or you can bring the arms beside the body. If you are getting pain in your forehead by putting on the floor, you can always place your hands on your face. So just working within the practice, and with this, allow the body to release into the floor. And stay here for your own time, for however long that feels. If it feels very relaxing in this posture, feel free to stay there. If you're ready to move into the next posture, please lie down in Shavasana to prepare for the practice of Yoga Nidra. So lying down on the back with the legs about hip width apart, the legs released to allow the feet to fall naturally to the sides. Showing the palms are facing the sky and are a little bit away from the body. Ensure that you have enough clothing to ensure that you're warm throughout the practice and that you're comfortable You may need some cushions or whatever you need to make yourself feel comfortable and warm. Please get these items now. If you are feeling any pain in your lower back, you may like to put a cushion under your knees to help ease the pressure on your back. Ensure that there is balance between the right side of the body and the left side of the body, and that your head is supported and is aligned with the spine. So you may like to very gently tuck your chin in just a little to ensure this alignment. Take a long, deep inhalation. And as you exhale, allow the body to further melt and release into the floor. And take another long, deep inhalation now. And this time, as you exhale, release any expressions that you may have in the face. Ensure that you are not clenching your jaw, that you are not tightening the muscles behind the eyes. And try and release any pain or tension that you're feeling in your face or in your head right now. And take another long, deep inhalation. And this time, release anything that you're holding on to at this moment. Just let everything go. And bring your awareness to the contact between the body and the floor. And observe the different points of contact between the body and the floor. Beginning with the heels and the floor, the back of the legs and the floor. Bring your awareness now to the buttocks and the floor, the back and the floor, the backs of the arms and the floor, the neck and the floor, and the back of the head and the floor. And observe how all of these different points of contact, they make one singular plane of contact between the body and the floor. Become aware now of sound. Listen for sounds far off in the distance. Don't try and identify it or name the sounds. Just move your awareness from sound to sound as you notice each sound. Bring your awareness now to sounds just outside the room that you're in. Again, just moving the awareness from sound to sound. And bring your awareness now to sounds in the room that you're in. And moving the awareness now to sounds inside the body, beginning with the sound and the sensation of the heartbeat. Move the awareness now to the sound of the natural breath. And release the sound awareness now, and call to mind your Sankalpa, positive intention if you have one. Mentally repeat it 3 times now. And if you don't have one, leave some space, it might emerge on its own. And we'll now move on to rotate the awareness around the body. Listen to my instructions. When I repeat the name of a body part, place your awareness there and mentally repeat the name of that part and visualize that body part. I'll begin with the right side of the body and the right hand thumb. First finger, second, third, and little finger. Palm of the right hand, back of the right hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, right side of the chest, right waist, hip, thigh, knee, shin, calf, heel, ankle, sole of the right foot, top of the right foot, right big toe, second toe, third, fourth, and little toe. Now to the left side of the body, beginning with the left hand thumb, first finger, second, third, and little finger, palm of the left hand, back of the left hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, left side of the chest, left waist, hip, thigh, left knee, shin, calf, heel, ankle, sole of the left foot, top of the left foot, left big toe, second toe, third, fourth, and little toe. Now to the back of the body, beginning with the heels, back of the legs, buttocks, the small of the back, the middle of the back, shoulder blades, space between the shoulder blades, the back of the neck, and the entire spinal column, and the back of the head. Coming around now to the top of the head and around to the face, beginning with the forehead, the temples, the eyebrows, and the eyebrow center. The eyes, right and left, the nose, the ears, right and left, the cheeks, right and left, the lips, the jaw, the chin, throat, the collarbones, right and left, and the pit of the throat, the right side of the chest, the left side of the chest, and the center of the chest, the right side of the abdomen, the left side of the abdomen, and the navel, the right side of the pelvis, the left side of the pelvis, and the groin, the whole right leg, the whole left leg, and both legs together, the whole right arm, the whole left arm, and both arms together, the whole torso, the whole neck, the whole head, the whole front of the body, the whole back of the body, the whole body. Have a sense now, the whole body, all at once, the whole body. Release body rotation now. And bring your awareness now to the natural breath. And observe how now the natural breath is so subtle. And observe the rise and fall of the navel in response to the natural breath. We'll now add a visualization to the breath, just to the natural breath. On the inhalation, you are inhaling golden healing light. And on the exhalation, you are releasing any pain, any discomfort, or anything else that does not serve you. Golden healing light on the inhalation, releasing pain and discomfort, anything that does not serve you on the exhalation. And if the mind starts to wander, use the breath like an anchor and bring it back to the practice. Release the breath visualization now. And instead, feel the following opposite sensations in the body. The body's feeling hotter and hotter. The body feels like it's inside a sauna, and the heat's just been turned up. The face feels hotter. The hands and the feet feel hotter. It radiates from the abdomen throughout the body. The body's feeling hotter and hotter, like you're sitting in a sauna and the heat has just been turned up. Release this feeling of heat now and exchange it instead for a feeling of coldness. The body's feeling colder and colder. The body feels as though it's outside in the snow on an icy winter's day. The nose feels numb. The cheeks feel numb. Fingers and the toes feel numb. The body's feeling colder and colder, like it's outside in the snow on an icy winter's day. Release this feeling of coldness now, and instead replace it with a feeling of lightness. The body's feeling lighter and lighter. The body feels so light, it feels like it's barely touching the floor. Feels like it's hovering above the floor. It's so light, like it's a cloud drifting along the sky. The arms and the legs feel lighter, and the head feels lighter. Torso feels lighter. The body's feeling lighter and lighter, like it's hovering above the floor, like a cloud drifting across the sky. Release this feeling of lightness now, and replace it instead with a feeling of heaviness. The body's feeling heavier and heavier. The body feels like it's made out of lead. It's so heavy, and it's pressing against the floor. The head feels heavier. The arms and the legs feel heavier. The body's feeling heavier and heavier, like it's made out of lead, and it's pressing against the floor. Release this feeling of heaviness now. Release all of these sensations completely. Bring the body back to a state of equilibrium. And instead, come to the space of the mind, the space in front of the closed eyes. And in this space, see, imagine, visualize and create the following objects and images. You are standing by a lake at midnight. Full moon is reflected in the still lake. You're the only one there. You feel safe and comfortable. At the lake, there is a pontoon. You stand on the pontoon. And next to it is a capsule. It's almost like it's like a bed floating in like a cocoon type structure. And inside you can see there are beautiful cushions and blankets. And it feels warm, looks warm and snug. So you decide to step off pontoon and into this capsule. And you shut the door behind you and snuggle under the blankets. The soft feather pillow under your head. And you feel warm and comforted in this space. It's a small space, but it's not claustrophobic. It actually feels nourishing. It feels comforting. And you curl up there and you feel release. You don't feel any pain. You just feel happy and relieved and safe and nurtured. And you feel on the still lake as you know you are drifting on the lake, but you don't feel out of control at all. You feel still and peaceful. And you feel like you could actually stay here forever. You know that even though you must come back, that you can actually revisit this place anytime that you want to lay down in Shavasana and remember this cozy, comfortable capsule on the still lake. You come back to the pontoon and you feel energized you feel pain-free. And again, you still feel peaceful and happy and relieved. And you decide to walk off the pontoon, back away from the lake, back into the room. And you're lying back down now on your mat, still feeling the way that you did while you were lying in that capsule. And you call to mind now your Sankalpa, or positive intention if you have one. Mentally repeat it 3 times now. Begin to feel the breath again in the body and observe how the breath creates even slight movement, very subtle movements in the body. Observe how the breath moves the back against the floor. And also observe how your body is feeling at this moment. Begin to remember where you are. Remember the details of the room that you are in. Remember the color of your mat, the color of your coverings, what the floor looks like, the walls. Begin to remember the time of day and to hear the sounds around you, and remember the world attached to those sounds. The practice of Yoga Nidra is coming to a close. It's time to gently externalize. So make small movements with the fingers and the toes, very gently. And begin to move and stretch very gently in a way that's right for you. You may like to very gently move your head from side to side, but if that's not right for you, please do not. The aim is to gently stir the body and externalize the body. You may like to lie on your right side for a few moments to allow the body to gently wake. And then when it's right for you, come up to a comfortable sitting position, leaving the eyes closed or downcast to try and maintain the peaceful state that you've created. And now, like we did in the beginning, moving the awareness through the body and observing and making a comparison of how you feel now compared to when you began. So moving the awareness now through the soles of the feet, and up through the ankles, into the shins and the calves, into the knees, and up through the thighs and the buttocks, into the torso now, and up through the spine and the back. Bringing the awareness now up through the hands and into the shoulders. Bringing the awareness into the neck and the back of the head and the top of the head. Bringing the awareness into the face and into the eyebrow center. And in the eyebrow center, Visualize a steady candle flame and focus on this flame. And while it helps to light the darkness, it also provides a warm, healing light throughout the head space. Together now we'll chant Om 3 times and Om Shanti to conclude the practice. Breathing in. Om. Om. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om.